Hello and welcome to the second video from the Halfling Project. In this video we will try to explain the assumptions we're making about the Halflings, which are the base from where we will create the warscrolls for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. For you that are not familiar with the Halflings, see this as an introduction to the look, the feel and the taste of the people known as the Halflings.
Once upon a time, the Halflings lived in the Moot, or Mootland as the proper name was. The Moot was blessed with beautiful scenery and fertile ground, a land of rolling hills and fields where peace prevailed. However, the Moot was not immune to the outside world, and over the years its inhabitants have had to deal with the undead threat of Sylvania and tribes of orcs and goblins from the World's Edge Mountains. During the end times, the Halflings, mistaken for human children or dwarfs, were transported along with the other beings to the new world. Living side by side with the humans and the dwarves in the mortal realms, learning and building their society, the Halflings are ready to rise once again.
Halflings are short and stout humanoids with chubby faces and pot bellies. They grow no facial hair other than the sideburns. Even an adult halfling may be mistaken for a human child. Halflings vary between 3 feet and 4 feet in height. Halflings are an overfed and peaceful folk, more concerned with the welfare of their crops and herds and the timing of the next meal than with military pursuits. However, they have several bad habits. They are naturally lazy. A halfling would much rather be stuffing minced pies down his face, followed by large amounts of beer, than putting in an honest day's work. They are determined, even stubborn race, and will defend their homes and lunch with considerable power. Halflings have a good eye for distance and can often be found in the wild, throwing stones and sticks at wild birds, squirrels, and pretty much any other fauna that looks like it may make a decent stew. Halfling huntsmen are without peer, and an ace halfling bowman can shoot the eye out of a flying duck at 50 paces, if you can drag him out of the pub, that is. Another skill that is common among halflings is the ability to blend in with the background, an effect of being small. Halflings can remain invisible if they wish. While they have their faults, halflings are actually far less open to suggestion or the corrupting influence of chaos than other mortals. This is less due to the strength of character than due to the fact that none of the gods of chaos supply things that halflings really desire. They have no lust for power, and somewhat more resistant to disease than the normal human, and have no love for war. The only occasion for a halfling to march into war is when they are forced to defend their homes. When threatened, the entire halfling society can be quickly armed and very dangerous to know.
The Halflings are a fraction of order. Their main enemies are forces of death and chaos. Each village elects a village head known as the Elder. The Elder is normally the most popular, intelligent and sensible halfling. Hismus Stouthart is the prime Elder of the Halflings. He is a properly fat halfling of 11 years, who is more interested in the timing of his next meal than political intrigues. Even at this very prestigious position, he has a very relaxed opinion towards governing, instead preferring to let things sort themselves out if possible, and only intervening when absolutely necessary. However, when the Moot is in danger, he isn't slow to act. While he may be of considerable age, he is as fit as he ever was. Cladding himself in the uniform of his office, he draws his magic blade and shield, ready to protect his people from harm when needed, preferably before lunchtime. The Halflings are not very religious. When practiced, the Halflings' faith are more often used as an excuse to feast. Their religion and folklore is based on their lifestyle, and their gods tend to be representatives of fertility and climate. Legendary heroes are usually halflings who organized huge banquets or stopped famine. instead of great warriors and explorers. Halflings are very resistant to magic, and it is difficult for them to progress in the arcane arts. Occasionally, some enthusiastic halfling that seems suitable gets to be accepted as an apprentice under the guidance of a wizard. Most of them only learn smaller tricks like being able to form shapes and colored lights or moving objects with the mind. But some are able to control the magical powers and actually become real wizards.
So, in short, what can we bring to the creation of the warscrolls? The halflings are willing and capable warriors, but slow at the start. Their size works against them, but because they are short, quick and nimble, they make up for their flaws. They are good marksmen, some are the best marksmen ever seen. They hit their target with ease, but the question is how hard. Their size and experience from hunting gives them the ability to blend in with the background, making them hard for the enemy to see. The halflings are survivors. You may hit them hard, but they keep on fighting. There aren't many heavy hitters in the halfling army. Most of the heavy hitters have mounts or special weapons that make them dangerous, but the ordinary soldier is a survivor, not a heavy hitter. The halflings do not rely on magic. There are few wizards, but high resistance against magic.
So this is how we look at the halflings, the small but tough human-like beings. Our goal is to make the halfling army a fun army to play, with a good save, few heavy hitters and with lots of humor, without making it a joke army. But we can't achieve this without the Warhammer community. Let us know what you think. Do you have any ideas about how to improve the published warscrolls? Please let us know. If you want to follow the Halfling Project, subscribe to this channel. You can also find us on Twitter, and you'll find the published warscrolls on the halflingproject.blogspot.com. Next up will be a couple of videos about the warscrolls. Bye for now.